scatter plot, by definition, is a representation of data. Scatter plots have three types of correlation. They can have a positive correlation, a negative correlation, or no correlation. So I would anticipate that you could look at that data and tell me if it is correlated in a positive, negative, or none manner. So let's look at example 1. It says describe the correlation between each of those. So in that first example, I would say that that has a very strong positive correlation. It's positive because the line is increasing, and it's strong because if you were to draw in a straight line, it hits almost every single point. And in the second part of that example, the data is going down. Once again, showing a very strong negative correlation. Because you could draw a line through those points, it hits almost every point and shows that relationship. On a calculator, the correlation is going to be a number between -1 and 1. So on a calculator, the correlation is going to be a number between -1 and 1. So in that first example, if I look at that data, it asks me to pick a value from -1 to +1. Well, those points are going down, so my value is going to be negative. And then the points are not very close together, but they do show that downward relationship. So this would be a correlation of -0.5. In B, that correlation is pretty close to 0 because those points are super random. You can't see an upward or downward pattern. Therefore, 0. And in example 3, that data is going to be pretty close to +1 because it is increasing and almost forming a straight line. Okay, so lines of best fit. We do lines of best fit in one of two ways. One way is by hand. The other way is on a calculator. For the ones that you are doing by hand, you will follow steps 1 to 4. So let's, in our next example, start with step 1. Step 1 is to plot those points on that graph. Step 1 is to plot those points on the graph. So you have 0, 280, 1, 295, 2, 322, 3, almost 400 at 395, 4, 425, 5, 471, 6, 511, and 7, almost 550. So looking at that data, I would say that it has a pretty strong positive relationship. I'm going to draw in my line of best fit. When you draw in your line of best fit, you want to try to get as many points above as below. And it looks like I actually hit this point right on the noggin, which was at 425. And I could also use the point 7550. Finding my slope. Unfortunately, 125 over 3 does not simplify nicely. So we use our point and our slope in point slope form. Rearrange the terms to solve for y, but do not distribute. And then in the last part, it asks you to predict 2010. Well, the data given are years from 1997. So year 0 is like 1997, which means that's 99, which means year 4 is 2001. That's 03. So what you would want to do is say, okay, from 2010 to 1997 is 13 years. So the x that I am predicting is 13. So I'd say y equals 125 over 3, 13 minus 4 plus 425. What's up there in green, you type exactly like it is on your graphing calculator. So you would have 125 over 3 in parentheses, 13 minus 4 in parentheses, plus 425. And we get that the prediction is 800. So what that means is that when x equals 13, I predict the number of alternative fuel vehicles would be 800. And then we're going to do the last part together. So this is on the calculator. It says the data pairs in the U.S. give the average college tuition after 1997. So again, this number right here is kind of like your 1997, 1998, etc. We're going to hit Stat. We're going to go to Edit, and we're going to enter that data in L1 and L2. If there's data in there, you can arrow up. You can go to Clear, and hit enter. So again, to clear the data, it's clear and enter. So it goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then in L2, 2271, 2360, 2430, 2506, 2562, 2727, 2928. Just looking at the data, the numbers in Y and X are both increasing. So I predict that this will have a positive relationship. You're going to hit the word stat now that your data is typed. We're going to arrow over to calc and go down to option number 4 and hit enter. And hit enter. That should give you an A, a B, and an R. If you do not have A, B, and R today, I will not fix your calculator tomorrow. So you need to make sure your calculator today gives you that A, B, and R. So what that means is that the A is my slope. You must have 3 decimals. So the equation of, yeah. Okay, I'll come fix it. The equation of the line is 101.321x plus 2,236.607. My R value is 0.972, which tells me this has a strong, R is positive, therefore the relationship is positive. And then I want to predict the tuition in 2021. So this starts in 1997. So 2021 minus 1997 gives 24 years. So that is the X value I am predicting. So it's Y equals 101.321 times 24 plus 2236.607. Which is 4,668.311.